Chapter 1. The Girl Who Didn't Run. The world had already ended by the time Mara turned 16. Not with an explosion or a siren or a dramatic countdown, but with a quiet, sickening shift, like the earth had exhaled wrong, and everything living had forgotten how to breathe. She crouched on the roof of the abandoned grocery store, her backpack pressed against her spine, watching the street below. The late afternoon sun stretched long shadows across the cracked pavement, and in those shadows, the dead wandered. Slow, aimless, but never harmless. Mara had learned that the hard way. She tightened her grip on the slingshot in her hand. Not exactly a heroic weapon, but it was silent, and silence was survival now. Her father used to say she could hit a soda can from 50 feet away. She wished he were here to see her now, though she also hoped he wasn't anywhere near this place. Hope was complicated these days. A low groan drifted upward. One of the roamers had paused beneath the building, its milky eyes scanning the air as if it sensed her heartbeat. Mara held her breath. She'd gotten good at that too. The creature shuffled on. Only when it disappeared behind a rusted-out pickup did she let her lungs fill again. She checked her map, hand-drawn, smudged, and patched with duct tape. The next safe house was 5 miles east, near the old water tower. If she moved fast, she could reach it before dark. If she didn't, well, she didn't think about the didn't anymore. She slung her pack over her shoulder and crawled toward the fire escape ladder. The metal was cold under her fingers. She paused, listening. The wind rattled a loose sign. A bird cried somewhere far away. No groans. No dragging footsteps. Good enough. She descended quietly, boots landing on the asphalt with barely a whisper. The air smelled like dust and something metallic, like the world had been scraped raw. Mara started east. Every step felt like walking through the memory of a life she barely recognized. The school she used to hate. The park where she'd learned to ride a bike. The corner store where she and her best friend had bought popsicles every summer. All of it hollow now. Haunted not by ghosts, but by the absence of everything that made it home. A sudden crash echoed from a nearby alley. Mara froze. Another sound followed, lighter, quicker. Not the dragging shuffle of the dead. Something alive. She raised her slingshot, heart pounding. A figure stumbled into view.
A boy.
About her age. Dirt-streaked, wide-eyed, clutching a metal pipe like it was the only thing keeping him upright. When he saw her, he stopped short. You're not one of them, he whispered. Mara didn't lower her weapon. Neither are you. Yet. He swallowed hard. They're coming. A whole pack. I tried to outrun them, but... A chorus of groans rose behind him. Mara's stomach dropped. This was not part of the plan. Move, she snapped. The boy didn't hesitate. They sprinted together, feet pounding the pavement, the dead spilling into the street behind them like a tide of hunger and decay. Mara didn't know who this boy was, or why fate had thrown him into her path. But she knew one thing with absolute certainty. Surviving alone was hard. Surviving together might be harder. But for the first time in months, she wasn't running toward silence. She was running toward possibility. Thank you for joining up, like, and subscribe for more.